This show is brought to you by NMDC Group.
Dubai to cut public debt by $7.9 billion by end year, and Chinese police reportedly holding Evergrande's billionaire boss under residential surveillance. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. Dubai's public debt will be cut by around $7.9 billion by the end of the year, according to official data. Lower debt entails a partial settlement of a combined $5.4 billion loan from the Abu Dhabi government and the UAE Central Bank. They provided a lifeline to Dubai following the 2008 global financial crisis. No figure on the settlement value was provided. This will bring Dubai's debt to GDP ratio to 25%. Oil prices rose nearly $1 this morning, with Brent crude futures pushing towards $95 and West Texas futures well above $91. Industry data showed U.S. crude stockpiles rose last week by 1.6 million barrels against analyst expectations for a drop of 300,000 barrels. However, markets continue to worry these stockpiles will fall below minimum operating levels. Russia and Saudi supply cuts also continue to support prices. However, analysts say that price support may be limited towards year-end. The billionaire boss of beleaguered Chinese property developer Evergrande is reportedly being held by police under residential surveillance. This doesn't mean Zhu Jian has been arrested or charged with a crime. He was reportedly taken away by authorities earlier this month. Former executives at the firm have also reportedly been detained. Evergrande's enormous debt has contributed to the country's deepening property market crisis, raising fears of a global spillover. This week, it missed a key debt payment. U.S. markets nosedive to their weakest levels in months overnight as investors continue to worry about the lingering impact of higher interest rates on equities. The Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and the Nasdaq each slid, dropping to their lowest levels since June. The tech sector led losses, with Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, and Amazon each down about 2%. The fall was on the idea that interest rates will remain higher for longer, and by softer than expected monthly new home sales and consumer confidence data. U.S. consumer confidence plunged to the lowest level in 4 months in September, driven by concerns over high prices and in anticipation of a potential recession. The confidence index dropped to 103 in September from 108.7 in August, its second consecutive drop and the lowest level since May. The decline is driven by higher interest rates and prices, particularly those of groceries and fuel. Concerns surrounding the political environment are also weighing as the U.S. inches closer to a potential federal government shutdown. Well, the U.S. Senate has drafted a budget proposal as time runs out for Congress to avoid a partial government shutdown. With the September 30th deadline quickly approaching, both Democratic and Republican Senate leaders endorsed the draft, which would keep the government open until November 17th. If a deal isn't reached by Saturday, federal employees could be furloughed and several government services would be stopped. This means welfare recipients wouldn't get their payments and airports would be understaffed, impacting travel plans for millions. And Google is celebrating its 25th anniversary today. The company was co-founded by Larry Page and Sergey Brin, who met as doctoral students at Stanford University's computer science program in the late 90s. What started as a search engine company has morphed into a multinational tech firm with divisions covering e-commerce, digital advertising, technology products, and more. Google is now a $1 trillion company led by current CEO Sundar Pichai. I'm Ramia Faraj. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
This show is brought to you by NMDC Group.